I'm Christopher Oliver, financial education instructor and licensed real estate agent. Today's video topic is about home inspections, to waive or not to waive. That is the question. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been making waves in the world of real estate. Should home buyers consider waiving a home inspection to increase their chances of having their purchase offer accepted by the seller? This is the home inspection dilemma. Now, I want to weigh in on the pros and cons to provide you with some essential insights. But remember, every situation is unique, so you got to make sure that you're consulting with a licensed, experienced real estate agent like myself before making a decision. So let's kick this discussion off by just talking about the potential benefits of waiving a home inspection. Skipping the home inspection contingency makes your offer more attractive, right? And this can give you a competitive advantage, especially in a seller's market where you're going to have bidding wars and multiple offer scenarios are quite common. You got to also keep in mind there are risks. There are significant risks associated with skipping the home inspection. You might end up purchasing a home with hidden defects. It might be in need of costly repairs. You could have foundation defects. You could have plumbing issues, electrical concerns. And these are just a few examples of things that might go unnoticed without an inspection. Because when you're, as a buyer, going through the home, touring the home, you're really excited, and oftentimes things can get missed. You can't always find these things with a visual inspection on your own during the brief period of time that you're there touring the home. You're not always going to find out that there's a plumbing issue just by turning on the faucets and turning them back off. And things can get missed. So my point is that it's not always easy to identify the problems that might be in the home while you're touring it. So not discovering these types of major issues can lead to disappointment and unexpected expenses down the line. You could consider what we call a pre-offer inspection. This is where you essentially arrange for an inspection before you submit your offer. Now, this might cost you a bit up front. It does give you a clearer picture of the property's condition. Another approach you might consider is submitting your offer and making your offer not contingent on the home inspection, but just requesting a home inspection for informational purposes only. So instead of making the offer contingent on the home inspection, you can waive the contingency instead of the actual inspection. And this allows you to still have the inspection performed while assuring the seller that you will not void the contract based on the condition that is expressed in the home inspection report. And it also assures the seller that you're not interested in negotiating for repairs. Now, there are pros and cons with both of these approaches, and you want to give these some serious thought before you actually implement your decision. Now, as a trusted advisor to my clients, I can provide tailored advice based on the local market and your specific circumstances. It's important that we do a cost-benefit analysis where we're weighing the risks versus the reward when we're thinking about waiving a home inspection. In some cases, it might make sense if you're comfortable with uncertainty or if the property is newly built. However, I'm going to be honest with you. In most cases, I'd recommend proceeding with caution. Not getting a home inspection can definitely cause regret down the line if issues arise. So let me take a look at my notepad. I have a couple of questions here that I wanted to address. Okay, so what if the seller provides a disclosure statement? So this is a great question. While a disclosure statement offers valuable information, it does not always cover every single issue, okay? An inspection, a professional home inspection, can provide comprehensive insight into the condition that goes above and beyond what the seller is legally required to disclose. So when you're paying for your inspection, there's a benefit because you can have the inspector look for specific things that may go above and beyond what is covered on a typical property disclosure statement. This is something that you should keep in mind. And then also, the seller may or may not disclose everything. They are supposed to be truthful, but let's be honest. The reality is some sellers are more ethical than others. So at least when you pay for the home inspection, you are paying someone to represent what's best for you. All right, another question here. Can I negotiate without a home inspection? Really good question. This is another excellent question. So if you skipped the home inspection, but you find issues later, you may still be able to negotiate repairs or a price reduction. However, in my professional opinion, you have more leverage when you can show the seller that you're raising the issue based on the results of a professional home inspection and not just your own assessment, not just your own visual observation. The home inspector, they have a license, they can provide photos and a brief condition description that typically holds more weight than the buyer's opinion. Okay? There's going to be a certain amount of credibility that the home inspector has just by dint of his or her license that you just won't have as the buyer. And being able to have this third party who is, for all intents and purposes, a disinterested observer providing an unbiased report can be helpful because instead of you raising the issue, it's the home inspector that's raising the issue, and you're just conveying or communicating to the seller, hey, here's what my home inspector found. I'm concerned because I don't know as much as the home inspector, so I would just want to have a conversation with you to understand what we may be able to do to make this purchase work based on the condition report. Okay, so the home inspection report is going to give them knowledge of issues they may not have known before. And now that they are aware of the issues because you brought them to to the seller's attention, this also can be a point of leverage for you because now that they are aware of what is wrong with the property, that puts them in a position where in most states, they would now need to disclose that information to subsequent buyers. Knowing that they would now have to disclose that information to subsequent buyers can help you because they know that this is something that might concern other buyers. How about we just go ahead and negotiate as best as we can with the buyer we already have, and that would be you. So this can help you and be another point of leverage in your favor. So as we wrap this up, remember that the decision to waive a home inspection should be very carefully considered. You want to balance the advantages of a competitive offer, right, with the risks associated with any unforeseen issues. That's key. Ultimately, you want to consult with your real estate agent and make sure your real estate agent is licensed and that they're experienced. You want to weigh the pros and cons and make an informed choice that aligns with your goals and your comfort level. So there's so much more that I can go into about this topic, but for now, I'm going to say thanks for watching my video. If you found this information helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. And until next time, happy home hunting. And if you need any advice or any information, if you're not working with an agent and you'd like to have a conversation about real estate with me, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm always happy to help. Take care.